Welcome to the Crowned Medium, where Her Highness Lorenda Carr delivers intuitive clarity, messages from Spirit, and tools to elevate your spiritual journey.
Good morning, everybody. Hello, hello. How's everybody doing? Make sure to say hello. Hi, Tiffany. Oh, I said that already. Sorry. Yay. You're my one of 3 viewers. Woohoo. Let's do the thing, friends. You know what I mean. You know what I mean. I have this cool thing that I need to do. I don't know how to do it. See if I can figure it out. How's everybody doing? Good morning. Good morning. Good morning, Lucas. I see you over there in Instagram. How's everybody doing? I'm working my green vibe today. Got my green vibe. I have lots of announcements to do. Thought we'd do some readings today. Should be a fun day. I got my dragon cards. I thought, we were working our way through the dragon cards last week, and I thought we could the love of dragons. Thought we could pull some more cards doing that today. Thought that'd be kind of fun. And then we have some announcements. I've got a podcast that just came out today that I'm a guest on for one of my former guests. So I thought we'd talk about that. But let's do the thing. Good morning, Christy. Good morning, Elizabeth. Good morning, Amy. Hello, hello. Good morning, Tracy. Thank you, Tracy. This is my OG custom crown. This is my my OG custom crown that Kat made me with my standing stones. And also, listen, Outlander season 8 from my Outlander friends is back next Friday, the 6th. Did y'all know that? It's been in my calendar since I found out. So I'm hoping that didn't change. I know, I'm so sad that's the last one too. But then also I see that Peaky Blinders had their movies coming out March, that same weekend actually, in theaters. And then it'll be on Netflix March 20th. I know, I'm so excited too, Amy. I cannot wait. So I thought in honor of that, I probably this weekend next, I'm going to be wearing my OG Outlander inspired standing stones crown. So make sure you guys are like doing the thing, Hi, Fleur. Hi, friend. How are you? Good morning. 6-pack of Dropkick biscuits. Good morning. Good morning. I know I'm so excited about Outlander, Peaky Blinders. What else? Y'all, my husband and I just finished watching, we watched Landman and The Lioness. Also amazing shows. But I'm ready to get back to my Outlander roots. Woof, cannot wait. So what I thought we'd also do next week. So next week I'm going to have a special guest on. I've got Nick, Peaceful Nick, the medium's going to be on next week. She'll be on. Hi, Jen. How are you? Oh my God. I still haven't gotten you a date and you haven't bullied me about it. I got to get a date. We have to get it on the calendar before I get too ridiculous booked up. I had an event this weekend. Oh my gosh, you guys, listen, I show up to do readings at the Hoosier Burn Camp event this weekend. And if you look up the Indianapolis Arts Garden, you'll see it's just like this big glass atrium. It's an event center. It actually hovers over a street between the hotel and the Circle Center Mall. And it's just this beautiful venue. And I'm in the VIP section doing readings for the VIP guests, right? And I go, they take me upstairs they still have it for events and stuff. I go upstairs, they've got a table with this gorgeous black cloth over it. because it is a bougie event place, and a throne. Not just a normal chair. They have a throne for me to sit on. Talk about knowing your audience. Like, somebody did their research. They knew what I was doing. And I showed up. I had my dragon crown with me. I had gotten a new dress for the event, and because it was formal. And well, duh, I know, right? So it was so cool. And then I was only scheduled to work for the medium. I was only scheduled to work for the VIP event that was like an hour and a half long. But they were like, but the line was so long to get to me, and I was only doing 5-minute readings, 5 to 7 minutes. And some people were coming up as couples, or their friends would come up, like they would be sitting 2 at a time. So then I would do a little bit longer for each of them, but I was just doing tarot cards. I was doing mediumship. I didn't have any past life readings. But it was like, did my hour and a half, and they were like, hey, so the auction, dinner's going to be starting. Do you want to come have dinner with the other volunteers? It's nothing fancy. I'm like, yeah, that'd be great. So I kind of checked out the event. If you know who the Colts, if you know Indianapolis Colts at all, Jeff Saturday was their host, or they were their guest. And so I got to kind of see everything going on. Thank you, Lala. Thank you. So I got to go kind of see the inner workings. And then I ate, but I was back up into my table but within 20 minutes, I was back up to my table, because the other volunteers were starting to cycle in. They wanted readings, because they asked me like, hey, can you stay? Do you have time to stay? I'm like, I got nothing else to do. I can stay. That's fine. So I decide I go back, I get situated. The volunteers kept coming, and they just kept coming and kept coming. And then I was there. So then the live auction was over. I never stopped. I did not stop until 11 p.m. But they had me on this cool balcony, like this pushed out balcony area that overlooked the arts garden. I had my throne, and they paid me for that time, and it was awesome. It was awesome. And I made a lot of really great connections and met some really cool people. Todd, hey, hello, my friend. Flying to Wisconsin. What is that? Really? Wisconsin? Oh, man. Okay. Well, safe travels, my friend. But also, you're going to be back in the States. That's pretty awesome. That's pretty awesome. I'm glad that you're going to be here. Too bad you can't swing by Indiana. I'm going to be on platform next Saturday. So let's keep doing the thing, friends. Let's get the shares and the things up. I guess I should do that too. Because I have not done that. Get all the shares out. All right. So yeah, both did any of the readings stand out? Yes. There was a reading with one of the volunteers, actually, and her nephew came in. You know what? I really wasn't wiped out. It was crazy. Good morning, Jenny. How are you? But the child had passed. Her nephew had passed when he was 12, but he also had cerebral palsy, maybe. I don't remember. He had something he was born with, though. And the crazy thing is I had just started listening to the telepathy tapes, which we're going to talk about a little bit. I got to write that down. I'm going to forget. And he came in really strong and gave a beautiful, beautiful message, amazing evidence to his aunt. And, when you get the tears, you got them, you got the good stuff when you get the tears. But they were happy tears. They were happy tears. It was the first time she had ever been able to connect that way. In that way, she'd never had a reading before. So what a beautiful example. Like what a great first time reading is to have, because she was very, very close. She's very close to her sister, and then also was very, very close to her nephew. And he just came in to basically say, yeah, I'm good. And again, the evidence he was bringing through was just so specific. Thank you very much, Jen. Was so specific and beautiful. That's the only word I can describe is it was beautiful. And just you could see the peace wash over her. But also there when my nose is itchy. Spirit knows, man, they're coming in early. So I felt him come in though. And I had the visible, because it was pretty warm in that venue, especially because I was in an upper level. So all the heat from downstairs was going upstairs and it was open. And so I was pretty warm, but all of a sudden, every hair on my body stood up. There was another child that came through for a dad, that another beautiful. Exactly, Katie. Also, hi, Katie. Man, they're making me look like I'm picking my nose, and I'm not. It's just itchy. Spirit nose. But it was just so. Hi, good morning, Courtney. It was just such a beautiful blend of energy with these spirits, especially the kiddos that were coming through, and it was really good. It was a really, really great event. And I had a couple of people take my card. They're like, hey, I host events all the time. Do you do these regularly? I'm like, game on. Yes, I do. Absolutely. So it was a very good experience. And like I said, it was a paid gig. So nobody's mad about that. Helps me do what I want. Helps me buy more crowns. Oh man. Every time I just still don't understand Mr. Carr's aversion to my crowns. Thank you, Vivian. Good to see you. Vivian, you're in here. Girl. So now Danitra came through in a reading for me last night in class. In my class with the lemons. I'm just saying. Okay. He's jealous. He is jealous. He's probably upset he doesn't. I'm not kidding. Vivian. And she does. And like all the evidence, it was one of my students was like, lemons? I was like, oh, keep talking. Keep talking. And like, there was a bunch of other stuff. So I was like, all right. So if I see Vivian, I was going to text Mary and tell her, but I think it's cool that you came in here just now and it was a postcard. It wasn't a direct message for me. It was actually a message for someone else, but it was crazy. I am happy. I mean, the world's a dumpster fire, but they're just, some days you just have to choose to be happy. But it was so cool to have her come in. It was in that way. And I felt like what she was doing is just saying, thank you. She was just saying, thank you. And hi, good morning, Sophia. How are you? Good to see you. So I got a couple housekeeping things since all 13 of you are in here in the TikTok world. I got a whole 8 people over in all the other platforms combined. Oh yeah, I can't. I would need years of therapy that would only scratch the surface if I did that. Here's what I'm going to do. I'm not going to read those. I'm just going to believe the women. Thank you, Mystic. I'm just going to believe the women. That's what we're going to do. I'm just going to believe the women. Yeah. I've always believed them. That's awesome, Vivian. Oh my gosh, that's so cool. So yeah, she was coming in. She was dance party. What was the other? The white cabinets was an evidential piece, but she was describing my kitchen. Yep, I don't either, Fleur. Yep, I don't get it either. All right, so I got a few things happening. You guys ready to hear the things that are happening? I've got one. If you're not following Camp Chesterfield socials, all the socials, you should do that. I am heading up that marketing team. My goal is to bring, with this shift in the marketing, I've got 2 people that are helping me, one that lives on the grounds, one that lives in Michigan, but she does a lot of stuff through us, through Camp Chesterfield. And our goal is to shine more light on the mediums, shine more light on the practitioners, shine more light on the people in there doing the work. So I'm coming for you, Sophia. We're going to be getting you on camera here pretty soon, get you talking, and sharing knowledge, sharing our journey. Is not our journey, their journeys. And so, because I'm just a student there, I'm just a student. But like there are a number of people who've really put in the work there, and that's where I want to see. I know I love it, Sophia. That's where I want to see people. I feel as if people like to see faces. They want to see a face. They want to hear an interview. They want to hear thoughts. They want to hear opinions. They want to see a vibration. And so I think it's really important to get to know the mediums at Camp Chesterfield, and the history. Oh my gosh, the history is insane at Camp Chesterfield. Like that was the premier place to go back in the day. That was the place to go. People would do pilgrimages there. Before the cars were even a thing. Like they would do pilgrimages to Camp Chesterfield and stay there for months at a time and live on the grounds and practice and grow themselves. And I think it's just really important to bring light to the history, especially as we we are in the age of Aquarius. We are in it. We are in it. Yeah. Oh no. Okay. Well, sending lots of good vibes to David. All right, Vivian, many blessings, lots of good vibes for David. Okay. So, and you're welcome, by the way. So what was I talking about? Oh yeah, Camp Chesterfield. But like, Todd Leonard, who is currently over in the Facebook, he's getting ready to travel, so he may not be on, but he's like the gatekeeper of the history at Camp Chesterfield. And also, hi Lorna, how are you? And he's like the keeper of the keys almost of all this history and the art museum. And he's done a fantastic job of just bringing all that together. History. I remember hearing about this at least 40 years ago. Yeah. I mean, it is a thing. And I think it'd be really cool. Hi, Lauren. I think it'd be really cool thank you, some of the mediums on the grounds to talk about what influenced them to come and be there, what influenced them to be a Camp Chesterfield medium, what drew them there. I think all those things are really important, even above and beyond other things that might be going on, and how do you just keep growing and bringing awareness? Because as we shift into this age of Aquarius and people are awakening, simple as that, people are spiritually awakening. Notice when they were like, yeah, the aliens are real. None of us blinked at that. We were like, and okay, so we all knew that. We all knew that. At this point, your evidence is like so old. We already have downloads. We channel them. We already know this. Why are you just now telling us this? And so I think places like Camp Chesterfield, Lilydale, Cassadaga, Arthur Findlay are going to be places that people gravitate towards. Yes, a safe space. Those are safe spaces to be, to believe those things and have our own evidence now. Yep, exactly, Katie. Exactly. So, and there are some just fantastic, well-developed, well-rounded mediums. And Sophia's one of them. Girl, I adore that girl. There's a number of them that I just absolutely respect so much. And Reverend Meg, I know Reverend Michelle has moved off the grounds, but she's still a teacher there. There's just a number of people doing just so many amazing things. And so I'm helping with their marketing, clearly, because that's all I'm talking about. She is awesome. And she's one of my friends and also one of my co-hosts for the Liminal Lounge podcast. Have y'all listened? I'll wait. Have y'all listened to my podcast, or do you just know it's a thing and keep meaning to do it, but you don't? Have y'all listened? The Liminal, and actually we had to change the name because there was another one called the Liminal Lounge. Even though when we did our research, apparently we didn't look very hard because there's another podcast called that. And I'll check on her because I didn't know that. I didn't know that, Tracy. Yay, thank you, Wendy. I appreciate it. Wendy listened. We're on Apple Podcasts. It's called the Liminal Lounge Mediums, and it's Carrie Koss, Michelle Euler, and myself. We have 3 episodes out right now. Well, it's like our intro episode and then episode 1 and 2. So 3 episodes out. And on Spotify, Apple, what's that other one called? Player FM. Yay, you just downloaded it. Very cool. Yeah, so we're on, and it's supposed to be on YouTube as well, but I can never find it. So Carrie's doing some deep dive. She had some family stuff going on this week, so she was like, I'll get to it later. But yeah, Spotify, Apple, Player FM, those are the ones that I typically and see if you can find it on YouTube. See if you can find it. So yeah, the Liminal Lounge Mediums is what we renamed it. So we didn't have the same name as that other person. Thank you, Sophia. Thank you. I've been listening to Lexi's Spirit and Soul. She's got a really good podcast going too. And then, good morning, Tammy. How are you? And then I am a guest on a podcast that just came out like right as I was going live. I don't know if you guys remember my friend she came on as a guest, Kara Goodwin. She has a podcast called Soul Elevation, and my episode where I was on her podcast came out today, right as I was going live. So you have to check her out, Soul Elevation. She's also on like all the platforms. I'm also, the Liminal Lounge is on Audible and Amazon Prime. See, Spirit knows again. Dang. Or I just have itchy nose. I don't know. Could be that. So that's what's happening in the podcast world. We should be coming out with a new episode of the Liminal Lounge Mediums next Thursday. And speaking of next Thursday, we have Peaceful Nick the Medium coming on again. Because remember when she was on before, She was actually on the same day as Carol was, ironically. That's funny. But then the delivery people came like way early for her new furniture. And so she had to go. So we've rescheduled to next Thursday. So Peaceful Nick the Medium's going to be on next week. And what we're going to talk about is the telepathy tapes. I've been listening to those. Y'all, what the heck? I mean, show of hands, who's listened to the telepathy tapes, or at least some of the episodes? Mind-blowing stuff. You listen to them too. I mean, I was blown away, but not surprised, if that makes sense. Because I have gotten downloads several years ago when I first started doing trance mediumship. And then also I was working with another colleague on hypnosis. And you've listened to Wendy? We're going to be talking about it next week. Nick and I are going to be talking about that. And she's a scientist. Like, she's a science teacher, like actual, that's her job, is scientist. And there is science behind this. This is not woo. It's not magic. There is science behind this. And I have said that. Those of you who've watched me for a long time know that I don't look at this and go, oh, it's just also magical. It feels magical. It is magical, and we should enjoy it as magic, but it's not magic. It's science. It's radio frequency. It's vibration. And when you're in a certain frequency and you're tuned in a certain way, I fully believe that you can get information telepathically. The stuff I remembered from watching them, yes, it's like insane. It is. It's science. It's how the universe works, how the world works, how energy works. Energy is energy, right? And I had an interesting conversation a couple months ago with someone at the Wine Vault, actually, who she actually has a master's in physics and a master's in something else. She got 2 master's degrees. She's also on the spectrum, and she talks about it openly. But she thinks that mediumship is just dumb, and what I was saying made no sense because it was not in her books. It's not. She's like, that's not how frequency works. So now that I've kind of delved into this, I'm going to encourage her next time I see her to listen to the tapes and then have a conversation with me to see what she thinks. But she was just so dead set on what it said in the books, and they never said anything about psychic work in the books. I'm like, well, that's a shame. I feel like it should be a conversation. I just feel like it should be a conversation, especially if you're getting a master's degree in things like science and energy, frequency. How does that work, right? So I can't wait to have that conversation with her eventually. Also, friends, could you please share? Like, I'm telling you, in TikTok world, all of my colleagues have over 200 people in their room at any given time. And I can't even get to 20. I don't understand TikTok. Like, it makes me want to make it go away. Although, you ready for this? All 10 of you in the room, you ready to celebrate this? I finally hit 40,000 followers this week. 40,000 followers. And now I have 9 people to watch. 9 people. That's what TikTok thinks of my 40,000 followers. Thanks. I'm excited. I was so excited. I was all casual about it. Like, I looked at my husband. I'm like, oh, look, check it out. I have 40,000 followers now. I don't know what they're doing, to be honest. Like, this is how it's been for a year for me. 2 years now. I can't get more than 20 people in the room. I am super suppressed, and I don't know why, because I have 40,000 followers. I see people with 3,000 that have 200 in a room. So maybe I'm just boring. Maybe TikTok doesn't like my crowns, because ironically, I have more people in my Facebook and YouTube than I do TikTok right now, watching as far as viewing. Isn't that crazy? And I only get 4 over on Instagram. Like that's a record for me over there. My issue is I'm working it during other times of the day. And so I think, honestly, if I were just to be going on, maybe I'm mean. Maybe I am. I'm mean. He says to check where the viewers come from. All my 13 viewers are people that do follow me. Oh. But Uber Librarian, I have been called mean before. Yes. The American TikTok is separated from the rest of TikTok. I agree. But also it was before the takeover. Before the takeover, I would get 20 people. Now I've only get, I don't know, user 1223821. Do you want fries with that? Remember how, librarian, you said I was mean? I am mean because I think I call people out when they just come in and shout their business. Oh, I love you too, Christy. Thank you. Nah, turn on the notifications or on that. That's how I get here. Yeah, and I do try to tell people to do that. Anyway, so, but here's how, but it's been that way for over a year, Floor. I'll see you next Tuesday. Perfect. So also, if you are in the Indiana area, central Indiana area, I'm going to be on platform next Saturday. There's a psychic fair at Camp Chesterfield from 9:30 or 10. You can start registering at 9:30, from 10 to 1. And then thank you, Flora. That'd be awesome. Thank you. I really appreciate that because I have no idea what else I could do. None. I don't know what else I could do. But there's the in-person psychic fair. Sophia, are you going to be doing readings next Saturday? If you're still in here, are you going to be around doing readings? There's something else going on too. Oh, and then my friend Sandy, who's an amazing reader, is going to be. Thank you, Lauren. I appreciate it. I was literally typing what he said, but I also was like, interesting. My friend Sandy's going to be in from Colorado next week, and she's going to be on platform doing some stuff in 2 other churches in the Indy area. So I'm going to be doing all kinds of stuff. Thank you, Paula. Also, Paula, good to see you. So what else do I have going on? I've got the March 7th psychic fair. I'm not doing readings at the psychic fair. I'm just doing the platform that day. Unless, I guess I could tell them I would do readings. That'd be nice of me. But I haven't seen the lineup of who all is going to be there doing readings. But I'll be on platform from 1 to 2. It's only $10, and more than likely you'll get a reading. There are 3 of us doing, or you'll get a message because there's 3 of us. I don't know, Dare, would you like fries with that? Hi, Yessie. Hello, my friend. I'll be reading at Psychic Fair on the grounds. Yes. Are you going to be during that whole time? Are you going to be? So listen, y'all, if you go to the Psychic Fair, get a reading with Sophia. Matter of fact, get 2. Get back-to-back readings with Sophia. She's fucking fantastic. Fantastic. Her and JoJo. I love JoJo. I feel like JoJo and I bond. Is that weird, Sophia? I feel so much joy with your joy guide. Or with your guide. JoJo's your joy guide, right? New psychic fair at All Souls Unitarian Church, 10 to 5 this Saturday. Oh, I'm going to be in Michigan. Okay, listen, again, so if you guys are in the Central Indiana area, also All Souls Unitarian Church from 10 to 5, there's a psychic fair. So, and Sophia's going to be doing readings there as well. So make sure to go see her. That way she can get paid for those. Because, good morning, April. How are you? That is April, right? With F Ice. Hi, Rosemary. I get to see Rosemary this weekend. Rosemary's going to come stalk me while I'm doing dance stuff this weekend. That's awesome, Sophia. I really hope you have to let me know the next time they do something like that. JoJo's my Swiss Army guide and joy guide. Yes. Aw, thank you. Your Swiss Army guide. I love that. I know so is Liminal Lounge on YouTube? Yes, April. Okay. It's supposed to be on YouTube. It is supposed to be. I can't find it on YouTube. So I don't know where Carrie put it. Thanks, Rosemary. I have no idea where it is on YouTube, but it is on Apple. It's on Amazon Prime or Amazon. And Spotify. Yeah, I don't know why it's not on YouTube unless you go to, but even then I was trying to go to Carrie's YouTube and go to her podcast, like real specific, niching down. And no, it's nowhere. So I don't know if she just has the privacy setting on funny or what the deal is, but it is nowhere on YouTube. And she and I were supposed to talk about that this week, but she had something going on. And so we have not connected. All Souls Fair is the last Saturday of every month. Got it. Good to know. Okay. Good to know. I love that. Okay. All Souls Fair. I'm going to write that down. Can anybody sign up to read for that? Or is that something that other people can sign up to do? Because I was just telling Sandy Ruther the other day that I need to do more. The Ask and Circle Day. Okay, cool. Watch the first one, then haven't found it again on YouTube. I can't find it anywhere. I don't know. It's on Apple. It's on Amazon. It's on Audible. So if you have Audible, it's free on Audible. You don't have to pay for it. Also free on Amazon. Free. It's free everywhere. So the Liminal Lounge mediums. Kara Goodwin's is also free. So if you watch them she's also on all the platforms, all the same platforms, Spotify, Apple, YouTube. And that episode that I was on hers came out today at 10 o'clock. So you have to go check that out. I haven't watched it yet because it just came out. And that's a fun one. That's a really great conversation between the two of us. So I feel like there was more to talk, but there was more to tell you all. So next week I've got Peaceful Nick on. Maybe that's it. I think I got everything covered. Go follow Camp Chesterfield on all the platforms. I think that's it. So there we go. All right. So tap, 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 and share, share, share. Do all the things, friends. Appreciate you. And I was thinking, so last week what we did was we were going through all the cards, the meanings of the cards, getting to know the dragon cards. And I thought we could do that again and maybe even step into some readings today as well. So let's get the shares up. We're at 381 shares. That's amazing. Hello. And then also I got a tapper. I got a screen tapper and I'm watching myself. And so I'm giving myself likes. And so I keep hoping that maybe that'll help my algorithm, but it's not. It is not. I think we should keep talking about these really amazing dragon cards that my friend Michelle got for me. And last week, what I had you guys doing was to give me a number, and then I would look up that particular card, and we'd talk about it and kind of break it down and see what we thought of the card, what we thought it meant, and then go to the book and see what the creator of the cards meant. They are such cool cards, such cool cards. The artwork is just stunning. Look at that. Look at that. Amazing. Amazing. All right. So I think we should, there we go. I think we should do a card. 23. Jen says 23. What else? So we got 23. Who else is on board with 23? Let me see if we did 23 last time. Hold on. Oh man, now they are all mixed up because I used them at the event last time or last Saturday. And and they were a big hit. Everybody loved them. I think I did do 23 last week. Hold on, let me look. Got 32. I guess I should have put them back in order. No, I didn't do. I did not do this one. I did not do number 23 last week. Let's see what other numbers. What other numbers are we getting? I'm not getting any response over in the TikTok or in the Instagram. I did 22 last week. I'm feeling 22. All right. So since no one else is chiming in, we got 4. Okay, Carrie Ann, I'm going to come back to 4 because I was vibing with 4. So let's go with the 23. That's the first number that came up. So check this out. It's the shadow. The shadow. Here, I'm going to show Instagram and YouTube first. Give them the up close version. Shadow. The shadow, number 5. It's 23, which to me translates to 5. Tell me what you all notice about this card. The shadow. The shadow. What do you see about this card? What do you notice besides the giant looming dragon shadow? Can you see it very well? Fears. Okay. What else do y'all notice about the shadow card? And you know what's crazy is I did readings for 5.5 hours on Saturday, and not once did this card come up. Ooh, shadow is behind her, and she's wearing white, feeling peace, protection. Okay. What else are you guys getting? Alternate personality. Ooh, that's a good one. Okay. It actually reminds me of one of my dragon spirit guides. It's kind of looming over. I haven't felt him for a while. I have to. Past is behind her. Ooh, that's a good one. Yes. Holds light and dark. Okay. What else are we getting from this? But yeah, isn't that weird? I didn't get this once. Okay, so let's see. What do I see in this? I definitely see this is interesting. So really close up, I'll show both cameras. It looks like the wing is slightly broken. There's a chip out of it. I'm going to show you guys too. There's a chip out of the wing. And I feel like this artist is very intentional about everything they put into these cards. So I find that interesting that there's a chip there. Inner trauma is coming to light. Healing from trauma. Okay, let's see what the artist has to say. The creator of the deck. For number 23. The shadow. If you carry a big light, you're going to cast a large shadow. Oh, that's such a good point. Like, if I'm the star of something and then like I'm in the spotlight. That was funny. Okay. And you must own both. Sit with that for a second. If you carry a big light, you're going to cast a large shadow, and you must own both. Okay. Endeavor in this moment to understand what shadow elements are at work. Be diligent not to project onto others your own fears, inadequacies, or resentments. This is your opportunity not to abandon any part of yourself, including your own darkness. Own all of it. Take responsibility for your shadows and the limitations you've put on yourself. Accountability is part of true power, as any dragon knows. So this isn't just about having the shadows or healing. This is accountability. Be diligent not to project onto others your own fears, inadequacies, or resentments. What do y'all think of that? Let's engage in conversation on this. What do y'all think of that? Don't everybody talk at once. Accurate. I like how deep that is too. It's a lot. It's a lot to take in. That's a lot to take in. If you carry a big light, you're going to cast a large shadow. What do you think that means? Let's just step into that sentence alone. If you carry a big light, you're going to cast a large shadow, and you must own both. Good morning, April. Hello. Balancing both light and dark. What do y'all think over here in Facebook, YouTube land? You can't be free if you loom on your shadows or your past. Correct? What else did you guys get from that? Be diligent not to project onto others your own fears, inadequacies, or resentments. And that is true. Taking responsibility of letting go of the pain, right? Take responsibility for your shadows and the limitations you've put on yourself. Ooh, what if this is not an injury in that wing? What if that is clipped? What if it's a clipped wing? What if we've clipped it ourselves? What if don't pull bad experiences into new relationships? Ooh, that's a good one too. What if we've clipped our own wings? Your greatest strengths and greatest shadows often come from the same root. Very true. Very true. Yes, holding yourself back. What do y'all over here? What do you all think over here in YouTube or Instagram? Wow. This is your opportunity not to abandon any part of yourself, including your own darkness. Own all of it. That's a lot. This is a deep card. No wonder it didn't show up in like 5-minute readings. Not owning both, honoring both will clip your wings in a sense. Yeah. If it's a clipped wing, can we fly and move on? Very interesting card. It is. It really is. It's very deep. When you're a light, you can't hide in the shadows. You must become who you're meant to be. It's very true. Very true. And so like if I apply it to myself, because that's what Leos do, and that's really all I can do. If I apply it to my own life, I have a platform here where literally a light is shining on me. I have to take responsibility for my own shadows, and it's not my job. I have to be responsible and not throw that on you. The darkness is truth to inspire accountability. Well, and in my case, with me having 2 dragons that I work with that are spirit guides, they push me and challenge me. in ways to really face those sides of me and understand my own accountability. And so even myself as a medium on this platform with 40,000 followers, which, whatever, and 15 people in my room on an average basis, I have a responsibility to share things responsibly. No matter how bright your light becomes, you cannot abandon your shadow. Integration with both is the spiritual maturity. Yes, very true, Rosemary. So that was a good card, friend. That was a good card. Are you kidding me? Woo, that was so deep. Okay. Wow. That's a lot to sit with. Which for a shadow card, I mean, it's literally the shadow. It's meant to be deep. It's meant to look at those darker sides of ourselves. And 23, the number 23 is to me number 5. Everything breaks down in my mind down to a single number. And so vibrationally it's a 5, and 5s are conflict. It does make you really think. And 5s are conflict, meant to create opportunities for feedback and growth. Okay, so if you look at the number 5 in any of the tarot cards, number 5 is always about conflict that integrates feedback for growth. And we can either wallow in it and be all sad about it, or we can go, oh, or we have options. We can do other. So, all right. What's the next number? What's the next number we're doing? What are we doing next? This is our For the Love of Dragons. For the Love of Dragons. What number? Oh yeah, Carrie Ann said 4, and I committed to going back to 4. Let's see. Also, make sure you guys are sharing this out, but also make sure to go watch my videos. You should watch my videos. Make sure you're getting notified when I go live. All the things. Where is number 4? I wonder if I passed it. Must have passed it. Hang on, let's go back. 4. ¿Dónde está 4? Oh, there it is. You guys. Okay. So remember how I was talking about the reading this weekend from at the Hoosier Burn Camp fundraiser? It was interesting because this card came up just before that spirit of the little boy moved in. And this is the fledgling. And you can see she's holding, I'll take turns. So TikTok, we're going to show you first. She's holding a baby dragon. The fledgling. She's holding a baby dragon. I'm trying to get to where everybody can see. Thank you, Rosemary. Trying to get, so she's holding. What do y'all see? I'll bounce back and forth. There's more than one. By the way, there's 3 dragons there. I'm assuming there's maybe a 4th somewhere, because it is the number 4. But there's 3. What do y'all see about that card? What do you get from that card? What do you think? Stepping into nurture and comfort. And think about the numerology of it. So number 4, strong foundations. The 4 of Wands is strong foundations in tarot. What do y'all think? What else do you get from that? Don't everybody talk at once. I'm interested to see what the book says. She's a healer and protector. What's to be there for all? Okay. Giving strength. So if I'm looking at, it was number 4. Yeah. Number 4, the fledgling. Yeah, I see it as, I feel like I'm missing something from this. Like I see it as nurturing and caring, creating a safe space. 4s are foundational, exactly, able to create and nurture. Yep. Let's see what the creator of these cards come up with. Oh, interesting. Didn't see this coming. You feel it more. Exactly. I didn't know the words to say. The name makes me think she's trying to find her space. Okay. Oh, that's a good point. So when this card came up, that's when the little boy came in, by the way. Okay. The fledgling, number 4. Don't be afraid of taking a risk. Fledgling dragons will fall and stumble before they fly. The trick is to keep getting back up, dust off your wings, and try again. I love that. This is the beginning of new power, and it often looks awkward to see a fledgling take wing. But grace comes, as does skill, dexterity, and joy. Let yourself try and try again. Fall spectacularly. Fail gorgeously. Then get up and go again. The expansive sky is waiting. I love, love, love that. This card is all about trying again and doing it again, right? Stepping into your power by not being afraid to take a risk. This card is exactly what I need to do. And honestly, same here. I look at my, I even as a big Leo energy, on camera all the time, I know that I come off with confidence. I know that I come off with like acting like I know what I'm doing all the time. I'm also not afraid to say I don't know something. But man, there's always underlying insecurities going on with my dance studio, with just sometimes I'm frozen with not knowing what to do or frozen with fear of failure. And what if I get on the platform and totally blow it? Then I don't. Like I don't blow it, but I get up and do it anyway. And I think that's where people are different. I think we all have a fear of failing. We all have a fear of looking dumb sometimes, but it's what we do with that. How do we transmute that energy? Do we just power through it and do it anyway? Do we take it as a learning lesson, or do we just cower and that fear of failure keeps us from stepping in and trying something new? I'm actually listening to a book right now. It's for book club next week, called The Favorites. I forget the name of the author. Listen to it on Audible, and it's about a couple that is, they're lifelong ice skaters, and they do ice dancing, like going to the Olympics and all that. It's not a true story. It's totally fictional, but just the idea of, you know what, I'm not going to give up. I'm not going to, I don't care if I fall. I don't care if I look dumb in front of people. I don't care if it's not what everybody else wants to see or expects from me. I have to keep going. I've got to be, I can't be afraid to get up and try again. And, I think you get to a certain age though, you're like, I'm just I kind of don't want to keep trying over and over and over again. There's some things you just go, okay, maybe that's not meant for me. Right. But I find it fascinating with this card that it's not what I thought it was going to be. It really wasn't. I was thinking, oh, caring, nurturing, taking care of one another, but it's not. It's about that inner part of you that fears failure. It's about taking a risk. If you never try, you've already failed. And I really believe that's what makes people stand out. People that are willing to try and fail, even in mediumship. Let's talk about that. Okay. If I was floating buzz, if I was just afraid of failure, I would never be able to do readings publicly. I would never be able to get on stage. And while no, I don't understand, or no, I don't understand what you're saying, or no, I can't take that spirit, that never feels good. I've learned to trust spirit, that they're going to show up in whatever way they need to, because even if that person can't take that no, or is saying no right then, more than likely they're going to figure it out later. It is going to make sense later, or it's going to be for somebody else that needed to hear it, but they were too shy to raise their hand and take the message. So I still have to deliver that message anyway. Okay. And that is learned from spreading your wings and trying to fly, and not being afraid to fall, not being afraid to crash and burn. Because it's not about me. It's not about my ego. It's not about my own fears. It's about delivering a message and working for spirit. So I have to be okay with a no. I have to know that every time I do that, spirit, the fairy, is there to catch me. And I know that, but it took a lot of practice. And think about how many amazing potential mediums there are out there that get messages from spirit, but they don't know how to deliver the message, or they don't know how to do that without feeling afraid of delivering the message, of fearing that they're going to get it wrong. You know what I mean? What about that Broadway dancer? What about that Broadway dancer, or the one that wants to be on Broadway? If they never show up to the audition and get cut from the audition, if they never show up, they will never make it, and they will continue to be failing. If you don't show up, if you're not afraid, if you're not willing to take the risk to jump off the cliff and try, then no, you will never succeed. Period. So y'all got quiet on me. Am I just so profound that you're taking it all in? What do y'all think? Can you all relate to that? Understanding that how many times in our life, I'm in my 50s. There are things that I look back and go, man, I'm really bummed I didn't jump off the cliff and try to fly on that one. I really wish I would have stepped into that and tried. Whether I failed or not, I wish I would have tried. How many of you have experienced that? Literally all of you, all 10 of you watching. No one? None of you? Excellent. It's like my biggest fear realized. No one's actually listening. Still trying to take that first step. I too am in my 50s. Yep. If you're, thank you, Yessie. We missed you in class last night, girlfriend. You always carry in. Okay. I definitely needed that message today. Thank you. And good morning, by the way. Good morning, Brian. Good to see you. Good to see you. Amy's like, yep, me. Don't be afraid to jump off the cliff. I know when I look at this, if I'm looking at that meaning behind it, listening and working don't guilt you. I adore you, Jen. Thank you. I see the fairy as spirit. And the dragon as us. The dragons, the baby dragons as us. And as a medium, I have to trust that when I jump off the cliff and spread my wings and try that if I fall, the spirit will catch me. Yes, rocking all the colors in that card. Yep. Oh, yeah, I am. It matches me. All right. I'm introducing a cat and dog under one roof, and it's a slow process. Oh, man. Well, I hope I inspire you with that. All right. What number's next? What number is next? We did number 4. We did number 23. What is next? Yes. Thank you, Tanya. It does. It's my Outlander crown. By the way, Outlander comes back next Friday. Also, you were like the fairy teaching us. Wait, that jumped. In class, holding us little dragons. That is true. That is true. So even whether I'm taking class with Reverend Glenda or anybody else, that is very much the energy. Like, you want to make sure your teacher is a safe space for you. So when you try that mediumship, when you try message work, when you're trying platform, when you're trying to connect to spirit, that your space is safe, whether it's the people that are you're in class with your classmates. So far so good, no chaser attacks. So you're the fairy, they are the dragons. Is that what you're saying? So anyway, I got sidetracked. All right. I think, see, somebody said we have 12 and 21. I think I did both of those last week. Hold on. Let me look and see what comes up first. I think I did one of those. Somebody else said 6. I don't think I did that one. Let me see what. 21, the Sunstormer. Let's see what number. I think I did 12 last week. Well, let me look. I know I did 13. The Receiver. Did I do the Receiver last week? I'm going to get 12 and 21 out because they're the same. Oh, they're the same colors. Whoa, check this out. I did do number 12 last week. Okay. So we're going to step into the energy of 21 because, hello, I'm a Leo and this is the Sunstormer. Did I do 21 last week? I know I pulled it at the event when I used the cards. Here, let me show TikTok first. The Sunstormer. Isn't she radiant and lovely? Good morning, Tammy. All right, let me show Instagram and YouTube and Facebook. What do you think? Isn't that amazing? It is stunning. Very big Leo energy, right? Very big Leo energy. The Sunstormer. I'm curious to know why it's not just the sun, but the Sunstormer. What do you guys get from that? So we've got the dragons over here. Also a Leo born on the 21st. Oh, I love that, Brian. I'm the 13th. Oh, wait, are you in August, Leo? I can't remember when. Yeah, you would have to be in August, Leo, because I think July starts like on the 23rd. Ooh, Tammy's also a Leo. What do you think? So how do you feel like this card resonates? Okay, cool. August Leos are the best, man. I only say that because I am one. My husband's pretty cool too, and he's a July Leo. He's fine, whatever. Hey, listen, July Leos and August Leos are very different vibrations. I'm just here to tell you. Very different. What do you all think about this card? What vibrations do you get from this? The Sunstormer. She's front and center, claiming her space. Yes, as most Leos do. Also, I meant to say hi, Loy. I saw you. I was responding to you, but I forgot to say hello directly to you. Good to see you. Confidence. She does have confidence. She has the what I like, the things that Maleficent from Sleeping Beauty has on her head. Find that interesting. Tells me she could be a villain if she wanted to be. Ooh, what if those are like lightning rods? What if those horns are like lightning rods or antlers are like lightning rods? We do attract the chaos and the energy. I don't know. What do you think? Let's see what the artist says. First, let me go into here. I just love all the fire. Yeah, and the confidence. The sun seems to be part of her. It doesn't seem to be separate from her. She seems to feel like she's part of the sun. Success, clarity, energy. All right, let's see. Number 21. And you know what's cool is when you add up my numbers, it comes from my birthday, it comes to number 21, which breaks down to a 3. So that's kind of cool too. I'm just saying. Okay. The Sunstormer. All right, let's see here. The sun generates enough energy in one day to supply all the machines of the earth for 1,000 years. Oh, I do. Good point, Yessie. Yes, I do have 2. And she brings fire. Yes, Brian. I have 2 dragon guides. Good observation. All right. The sun generates. I did not know that. Did you know that? Oh yeah, the Empress. Good point. Duh. This is a planet of abundance. The radiance available to you each day can create opportunities, openings, and awareness that were not there the day before. All it takes is an appreciation of the abundance already provided for you. Were we not talking about this last night in class, you guys? The abundance, the gratitude thing? Interesting. The appreciation and pushing that energy into our Akashics. Interesting. All right. Hold on. The earth turns on its axis without your help. Does it though? I'm kidding. The sun shines and makes energy for you to use without your influence or direction. Allow yourself to be filled with radiance and shine like the sun. This is how your own light defeats the dark. So this is basically empowering. Also, I didn't know that. I guess I could have known that. The sun generates enough energy in one day to supply all the machines of the earth for 1,000 years. That makes sense. It makes sense. Which is interesting that I was drawn to notice what looked to be like lightning rods on her head, right? And embracing and empowering that energy, harnessing that energy that comes during a storm. Oh, that comes during a storm. The Sunstormer. Interesting. It's a beautiful card. So if we embrace our inner Leo, our inner fire, our inner sun, we utilize the energy of the sun. That means we are able to power ourselves and to manifest what we want for 1,000 years if we want to. So how do we do that? Good question. I'm digging these. All right. Next number. Which one are we doing next? I want to try all these cards that I've not. This is a good deep dive for me, by the way. Number 5. Did I do 5 last week, though? I don't think I did. Let me look. The Grouch. Did I do number 5 last week? We seem to be at a theme of 5. Did I do the Grouch? I can't remember. I can't remember if I did number 5. It came up in a reading. I remember that. I don't think I did. All right, let's talk about that. Yikes, that's a big giant energy. All right, I'm going to show screen number 1 over here first. The Grouch. What do y'all see about? What do you see in that card? The Grouch, number 5. Like, hang on, TikTok. I'll be back. Oh, you're a 5/5 baby. Okay. All right. Let's talk about this. What does that look like? What vibe do you get from that? You dealing with perimenopause. This is perimenopause. Makes my whole day, actually. I love it. Someone controlling some being over someone else. Yep. The Grouch. You know what's funny is this card came up in the readings last week or on Saturday. And I was like, just reminds me of Oscar the Grouch and the spirit coming through. Their name was Oscar. Low energy dominating. Yes. That's how I feel that too, Amy. What do y'all feel? Internal fight. The 2 dragons do look the same. Makes you wonder. Standing your ground, taking no crap. Ooh, there's that too. And again, going back to the meaning of number 5, the number 5 is very much someone has had enough of being taken advantage of. Ooh, okay. Okay. So I guess it depends on what kind of mood you're in today is how you would see this card. Do you feel like you're being the person yelled at? Do you see it as someone yelling at someone? Or do you see it as someone taking back their power? Or like Loy said, is this a duality of like trying to, of that internal fight? All right, y'all ready for me to look it up? Let's see what the artist intended behind this. The Grouch, number 5. Dragons have fierce teeth for a reason. As you taking back your power. Okay, so you're seeing it as you're like, get off. I'm done. We've had enough. Interesting. Dragons have fierce teeth for a reason. Use them to guard your boundaries and protect your space. Nailed it, Carrie Ann. All right. Same with Yessie, taking back her power from perimenopause. You're allowed to be feisty and fierce when protecting your boundaries and personal sovereignty. There's a time and space for compromise and cooperation. Now is not that time. Huff, puff, flex those scales. No one messes with you today. You get to decide when and how you wish to engage. So I find, oh man, all right, hold on, getting a download. I find it interesting that they called this the Grouch. Because how many women are going to understand this? And so will men in certain situations. When women assert their power and set boundaries, how often do we get called a bitch? Oh, she's just a bitch. Oh, she's just hormonal. All the fucking time. So we are labeled as the Grouch when all we're doing is setting boundaries and taking our power back. Age of Aquarius. Think about it. You feel like a grouch when you do that. Yes, when you're trying to take your power back. But also, why should you have to take power back? Who's invading our boundaries? Like what? Who do they think they are? Right? Why should we have to take our power back? How about we just like mind our own business? That's right. Not pleasing them. Yeah. So like, when someone, and what I was guilty of, and I'm seeing this going, oh man, somebody's being really mean. And why are they being degrading? Why are they talking down to them? The rest of you were seeing the opposite. They're like, get off me. I'm done with you. And the grouch, because I saw the word first. I saw the label first, which is what we are labeled. Where really the grouch, the bitch, was taking back their power. Maybe they were tired of repeating themselves. Yeah, probably. Like, are you listening? Are you done being stupid? Interesting. And fives are conflict that bring us learning opportunities. I love it. That was cool. That's a good card. I like that one. Taking back your power. Interesting. Okay. These are fun. These are fun. Hey, should I pull some cards for readings? I think I should. All right. So if you want me to pull a card for you, for your message today, I see the one on top is one standing your ground, taking back power. Yes. So everybody else saw that. I saw like just someone being super grouchy and degrading. So I love when spirit calls me out and it corrects me. Sure, if you're being called to, I am being called to. I think it'd be fun. All right. So if you would like a card, if you'd like to be considered for a card, drop a dragon emoji. Let's do the dragon emoji. I'm going to call in my dragons and see if they want to be part of the conversation. Okay. Okay. So drop a dragon emoji if you'd like to be considered for a card. I'll start in the TikTok and then I'll go to Facebook, YouTube, and let's spam the dragons. All right, let's see. I'll choose the first name that I see in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Who's it going to be? Looks like Mystic Moon Gypsy. The Artist. Oh, I hadn't pulled this card yet. Also a number 5. It's 41, but it's a number 5. Interesting. And we have not learned about this card yet. Number 41. All right, let's see what the Artist. Kind of leaning into this. Let's see what's your message today. I kind of love that it's a number 5 again. You're going to be painting. Oh, no way. You're going to be painting geodes. Does that mean geodes? I kind of love that for you, actually. It's a great day to be creative. No matter how artistic you believe yourself to be. Messages, insight, direction, even wisdom can arrive from the flow that creativity generates. You don't have to have a goal in mind, nor do you need to make a masterpiece. Your life is the masterpiece, and your willingness to get into the right brain flow of curiosity and creativity helps align you with the genius waiting to be expressed on the canvas of your life. Wild Dragon Wing Creative Abandon is calling you right now. You should answer. That's like literally just, Grouch is like pumpkin for my fort. Interesting. I don't even know what those are. So yeah, that's kind of awesome. Be the artist today. And that's literally what you're doing today. That's amazing. Go, spirit, go. I love it. And we just got to learn about a new card. All right, so drop a dragon over here in the Facebook and YouTube world. If you guys are not following me on the other platforms, you should. Oh, Grouch. I still don't know what that is. Okay. Let's go. Let's go. Gourds. I don't know why I didn't put that together in my brain. You're like, it won't let me spell it. All right. Let's see. All right. Drop the dragons over in the YouTube, Facebook world. There's a delay, so I have to let it do its thing for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Who's it going to be? Looks like Amy. Amy, the temptress. 4th time was a charm. Be funny if it was the 5th. That'd be funnier. All right. The temptress, number 9. Number 9. And we did not get to this one last week. I'm going to show this card first over here. We did not get to the temptress first. Number 9 for Amy. Let's see. The temptress. She's like, hey, baby, what's happening? All right. Let's see what the temptress is. The temptress. You will be tempted. And discernment is what you need most right now in order to determine if the opportunity is one that lifts you to new heights or drops you to earth drained and depleted. When an opportunity looks delicious and is dressed up as too good to be true, it's your job to investigate. Sometimes the too good is indeed true, and you need to take the temptress by the hand and follow her where she leads, no matter how fearful or overwhelming the situation seems. Other times, you would be better off to say no and cleave to your current commitments. Use all of your senses to test this moment, including your keen sense of discernment. So basically, I feel like this is a call to action for you, Amy. She's got those striped socks on. She does. It's kind of cute. She's styling. This is a day for that discernment. When you're tempted and you're not sure quite what to do, you're leaning towards something or something's tempting you to be a certain way. Listen to your guides so you can discern, holy cow, maybe you need to take a nap. That was a lot of energy that stepped in suddenly. That was kind of cool, though. That was a big energy. Okay. So for Amy, yeah, you've got a lot of things you're going to be tempted to step into something. You're going to be tempted to address something. I feel like something's going to attempt to get you to make a decision today, but I feel like you have to be discerning. You have to be discerning and listen to your intuition. Okay. Super vague, I feel like. All right, let's see. Nobody has responded to anything over in the Instagram for like an hour. So how about we go back to the TikTok? Drop a dragon emoji if you would like to be considered for a card. Let's do this. Let's see if we can get another new card that we haven't learned about yet. Yeah, keep that in mind. I don't know what it means or why. You're going to be tempted to help someone, or someone's going to ask you for your help, is what I just heard. And you're going to be tempted to do it, but you need to be discerning, like listen to your gut about that. All right, let's see. Let's do the tickety-tocketies in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Who's it going to be? Tracy? Oh my gosh. Hello, disappear from the face of the earth, and all of a sudden you're right there. That's crazy. Good to see you. I miss you. Oh my gosh. Also, I almost put on your bracelet today. The bracelet that you sent me, because I was like, oh, this will match my vibe. And then I got sidetracked and I forgot to put it on. That's crazy. Like I was literally thinking about your bracelet today and I just got sidetracked and that was it. That's nuts. All right. So Tracy. Trey, be rich. You can't see us over there. Oh. So are comments happening over there? And I'm just not seeing them at all because it looks like there's 0 people. And I'm getting no comments. Oh my gosh. Okay, I'm wondering if, yeah, it looks like I'm seeing no comments whatsoever. Now I feel bad. I wonder if oh no. Okay, I'm going to not seeing comments here. Join on other platforms for cards. Okay, I put a little comment in there. Thanks for letting me know. Oh, no, I am so sorry. Well, I have a card. You got the adventurer, and you have adventured over back to the TikTok. You have adventured to another platform. So the adventurer. I think we did pull this card last night or last week. Let's see what the adventure. I can't remember what the event. I think it's like stepping out of your comfort zone and stuff like that. Let's see. I like how in this card they're both looking like the human and the dragon are looking towards the future. It's number 33. I know. Virginia, were you over there too? I feel so bad. I'm so sorry that you guys thought I was ignoring you. I honestly couldn't see anybody there. And you know what? Not too long after the live started, I saw it froze for a second, but then it came back in. So I just assumed it was fine. Weird. All right, the adventure. There's no holding you back. Now is the time to leap, soar, explore, take the risk. Get lost in the right direction. Travel, whether along the inner realms of psyche or the outer realms of experience, for the sake of your heart's bliss. Whatever is calling you forward is real and is asking for your sense of curiosity and adventure. There's no predicting how things will turn out except this. When we adventure, we not only discover new horizons, but we develop new eyes with which to see our known world anew. That is weird. I love the adventure card. It reminds me of one of my favorite cards in my Dancing Spirit Oracle deck. Also, listen, Rosemary, I need you to remind me to have you open this store. Like I keep giving you things to do and I keep forgetting to follow up. All right. Experience. It's that same vibe of experience. And we learn by doing. We learn by whether it's physically traveling, or whether it's just walking around our neighborhood and going a different route, or if it's taking a different route in our car, if it's taking a train someplace that we've never been, if it's going to a new restaurant, if it is sitting in meditation and purposely going to someplace that you've never gone before, looking into asking your guides to take you on a dragon. So I actually did a meditation not too long ago that in my class with Reverend Glenda, and it was wild because I was like sitting on the back of my dragon, and the dragon was taking me to this realm where other people in my class were also collectively working on gathering knowledge and learning and doing better and educating themselves and also sharing the energy. And I feel like, so your overall arching vibe today is do something new, explore, adventure. And you did that. You went from Instagram over to TikTok. You took a field trip. And I appreciate you doing that. Yes, I love it. Hey, Amanda. Good to see you. Thank you very much for being part of my team. Love it. Love it. Love it. All right. So let's do another card. Let's do another card. Okay. Let's see. How y'all doing over here? I'm going to pull a card for, let's see. We got Loy and we have Sophia. We only have 3 people between the other 3 platforms, which is why I haven't given up TikTok, because, look, I'm beaten. Again, I don't understand how my colleagues have over 200 people in their rooms and I cannot get out into the algorithm at all. I think the most I've had in this room today is maybe 16, 17 people. I don't get it. I truly don't get it. I do all the things. I do all the steps. I do all the research. I do everything that the TikTok gods tell us to do. And I can't get out there. I don't get it. All right. So over in the Facebook, YouTube world, where I can't get to 1,000 followers, by the way, on Facebook, I can't get to 1,000 followers for anything to save my life. I've been stuck in the same 50 for over a year. It's crazy. And same with Instagram. Waiting room. All right. So literally nobody's responding over in YouTube or Facebook either right now. Am I seeing over there? Are you guys responding? I'm just not getting it. Drop a dragon emoji. Nothing. No one. Just you and one other. Loy. Okay, I'll pull one for Loy. All right. Loy, you have the Conjurer, number 22. I think we talked about the Conjurer last week. Number 22, the Conjurer. Let's see. I feel like this has to do with manifestation. Let's see. As I'm getting to know these cards, it'd be great if I could. There we go. The Conjurer. Let the dragons run wild. All right. Yeah, you guys keep engaging over here with the dragons. That's also part of the issue is if you're not engaging and you're just listening, I appreciate you listening, but by engaging, it helps the algo. But I think it's all has to do with the first 10 minutes. Either I'm in or out, and that's it. And apparently I just don't get in. Joseph Campbell advised us not to settle for the way things have gone with others, but instead to unfold our own myth. This takes vision, dedication, and will. I don't think we did this one last week. Thank you, Tanya. To conjure is to call upon the invisible to make itself manifest. To assist in the manifestation, we must understand that what we think on grows. You want magic? Pay attention to magic. You want empowerment? Praise empowerment everywhere you see it and ignore the places that make you feel small or weak. TikTok. You want love? Celebrate love everywhere you go. Conjure the truest and most beautiful version of your own life by adoring everything in your path you find true and beautiful. Start with your own dragon soul. So yeah, this goes back to manifesting, right? So maybe it's my own fault. I don't want to gaslight myself. It's my own fault that I can't get people to watch any of these platforms more than like 5 minutes, right? Or I can't get these numbers up in the TikTok. Maybe I'm just not like good enough. So for you, Loy, today's a good day for manifesting. It's recognizing that you have the power. You have the power to create your own reality, that you have the power to bring things into your awareness. You have the power to create good things for yourself. Yes, that card does sound similar to natural law. You are what you think. And which is kind of counterintuitive because I do think I'm the greatest thing ever to live. So I don't understand why my numbers aren't higher. I'm joking. Sort of. I'm putting in the work. I'm putting in the energy. So Loy, today I want you to focus on thoughts or things. Okay. So manifesting that energy, and it will be so. Yeah. Oh, thank you, Carrie Ann. I appreciate it. All right. So thoughts or things today, Loy. You got this, my friend. Today is Jupiter Day. Manifest. Oh, I didn't know that. Also, isn't today the first day of, today is also the first day of retrograde, isn't it? Mercury retro. And also, why do people just not say it? Why not? If you don't say it, if you don't face it, then how can you beat it? I'm tired of running from it. Gasp, not retrograde. It is what it is. Hi, Eileen. I'm doing well, thank you. All right. So back to the Tiki Talks. If you'd like a card pull, a dragon card, bring back the Grouch card for retrograde. Exactly. I'm just going to be like, no, you're not going to dominate my life. Taking back my power. I'm going to face it. Sometimes, unless we face it, we're never going to be able to call it out. Unless we call a spade, it'll never be perceived as a spade, right? It'll keep going on acting like it's a heart. Trying to build a new relationship. Retrograde might make it weird. Yeah, you don't have to be. You can just take that power back. Conjure. All right, let's see. Mystic, I did one for you already, but thanks for playing. All right, drop a dragon emoji if you want a reading in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Who's it going to be? Rosemary. All right, Rosemary, you get the healer. That is number 43, 7. All right. Let's see, number 43. I don't think I did that one last week, or did I? Dragons can be helpers. And if you carry dragon's blood in your veins, it's likely you want to leave this planet better than you found it. Very true for Rosemary. Just remember that one rule all fierce beings employ before contributing healing services. Offer help to those who are helping themselves. That's big. Take that in for a second. We can be healers. Hi, Tina. We can be healers, but you should be offering help to those who are asking for it, who are helping themselves, right? This way, you are able to maintain your vitality without leaching it out in the name of dependency. Note to readers also. Another healing principle dragons know: you can only meet someone as deeply as they're willing to meet themselves. Dang, this is a good card. Ooh, so whether you fly high or deep dive, you must understand who and what you're dealing with. Now is the time to employ discernment and offer healing hand in hand, paw in claw. Wow. Interesting. So for Rosemary, for you today, as the healer that you are, no way. That's cool that you were just saying the same thing to someone. Observe, not absorb. Interesting. Okay. Yeah. You can only help people who want helped. You know, I remember back in the day, before my husband was like the good person that he is now, back in the day, I remember he would go into therapy and be like, it's not my problem. It's her problem. She's the problem. Fix her. It didn't matter. It didn't matter if he was there or not. The therapist wasn't going to be able to help him because he didn't want help. Right. So you can bring all these gifts. You can bring all this healing. You can offer all of this stuff, but if the people that need the healing don't even recognize they need it, or think that it's someone else's problem, not their own, then they're not going to be, don't even waste your time. Yeah. Don't even waste your time, because there's an energy exchange that has to happen with healing, right? Whether that's mediumship, whether that is hands-on healing, whether it's Reiki, whether it is just being a friend, use that discernment. Yeah. And it's not that you have to do things for people because they just fawn over you. You know that. But if someone's, just wants to not even step into the energy of receiving and being ready to heal, then don't even bother with it. Don't expend your energy. Hi, Ginger. Good to see you. Also, you can want help, but not be willing to do the work themselves and just want it done for them. Yo, girl. Again, as a medium, as a psychic, I cannot tell you how many people have sat in my chair or on my Zoom and been like, and have booked multiple readings asking the same exact questions. And I'm telling them, here's the path you could take. These are your options. If you do nothing, this is what's going to happen. If you take these steps, this is what's going to happen. But then they don't listen and their life continues to fall apart. But they can't figure out why, but they're not doing anything. And they're just asking for the advice. They're just asking and asking. So what they're doing, and I think Nicole Medium, you guys know what I'm talking about, Nicole. She's also someone who always has 250 people in her room, always. And she just did a video on this. Yep, tale as old as time. That there are people who chronically ask for readings. They go from psychic to psychic to psychic to psychic, and they keep going until they get the answer they want. Not the answer they need, the answer they want. It's someone else's fault, or you're a victim. But they're just looking they're looking for the confirmation of what they want, the narrative they want to believe. That part, right? All right. Over in, let's do another card. All right. So just as a reminder, the Liminal Lounge Mediums has a podcast out. Check it out where you listen to podcasts. It's on Apple. It's on Spotify. It's on Player FM. It's an app. It's a free app. It's supposed to be on YouTube, but we can't find it. We don't know where it is on YouTube. And where else is it? What am I leaving out? Audible, Amazon, all the major ones. Yeah. So check out it's free Liminal Lounge podcast. Also, Kara Goodwin, Soul Elevation. I'm on her podcast that launched today at 10 o'clock. So check it out on all the platforms. That's like not listening when they tell you the first time, so they stop giving you advice. Pretty much. Yeah. All right. So if you're over in the Facebook world or the YouTube world, hint, hint, should drop a dragon emoji if you would like a card. I'm going to do one more. And if you're in Central Indiana, come see me on platform. It's only $10 to get in to the little chapel. Okay, let's see here. Looks like Aline's the only one left that's dropping emojis over here. So Aline, here's a card for you. The Daydreamer. Oh, look, this is a cute card. The Daydreamer, number 18, the Daydreamer. I'll show you guys in a second. The Daydreamer. Isn't that adorable? Look how cute that is. They're just like living their best life. All right. So Aline, the Daydreamer for you. And thanks for being patient while I learn these cards. This has been really fun. I appreciate you guys going on this journey with me. The Daydreamer. It's almost impossible to recapture the whimsy and wonder of childhood in this present world with all its demands. But dragons are nothing if not friends of the impossible. That's true. Search the clouds for friend shapes. Ooh. Watch the butterflies, meander, relax, bask. This earth can hold the gravity of your dragon heart so that your spirit can soar weightlessly and free into the skies of possibility. Imagination and inspiration are calling you. Answer from the heart. So, Aline, this card for you today is saying, don't be afraid to dream. Yes, butterflies everywhere. Don't be afraid to wonder. Don't be afraid to go outside and look at the sky and see if you see shapes, and embrace your inner child again, and embrace your inner wonder. Be curious today. I'm hearing also be curious today. So Aline, I'm glad you love that. Good, 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 good. And I feel like the color purple is really important for you today as well. That's what's jumping out at me for you. And with the color purple, it's like crown chakra, and it's receiving from up here. Yeah. So allow that information to come in and just flow into you. Oh, I got goosebumps from that. So don't be afraid to dream today. Daydream. Look to the future. And so from my perspective, I'm seeing this as this card looking to the future and dreaming about the future and dreaming about what all the possibilities are for today. That's a great card. That's a great vibration of a card. I love that. So thanks for watching, Aline. Make sure you're following me. You're welcome. Subscribing to my channel. All right, let's go back to the Tiki Talks. The Tiki Talks. A daydream is connecting to your higher self. Yes, it is. And actually, if you can even look at it that way from this card, it's like you've got the dragon, but then the fairies, maybe their higher self. That's where my higher self comes in, is right here. Like a genie. It's wild. It's a very different vibration than when spirit comes in. All right. TikTok. Drop a dragon if you'd like a card. Drop a dragon if you'd like a card. Spam away with that. On top of a mountain. Yes, good point. Oh, yeah, on top of a mountain. The edge of a cliff. All right. Drop a dragon emoji in the TikTokies. And I will choose the first name I see in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Who's it going to be? Tina. Tina, you get the evaluator. Evaluator comes up for you. I'll show TikTok first. Something might be tempting or teasing you today. Make sure you... Also, I love that this is coming up and it's the last card we're doing because I'm wearing my Outlander crown. Right? So let me show over here. It looks to me, this is like the Outlander card for me, is what it looks like. But I feel like with the evaluator, there's something that's tempting you, or something that's in front of your face, that there's something that's like dangling in front of you. And I feel like it's really important for you to evaluate it and study it before you just snatch it. Okay, but let's see what I forget. There's number 44, which is the number 8, if we're looking at the numerology. And that's like stepping into your mastery level energy, right? Don't measure how valuable you are by the way you are treated. Tina, goodness. Are you listening, girlfriend? Like a dragon, you didn't sign up to be easily understood or constantly approved of. You're a unique and complex individual requiring love and understanding from self first and foremost. When your path starts to feel daunting or overwhelming, remember you came here to help heal the planet. You're rewriting life's story, healing your ancestors, unlearning the stifling rules of suffering and selflessness. You're also giving dragon energy a whole new place in this world by learning to roar and to fly. Your value is non-negotiable, as unique as any dragon scale, and twice as shiny. I love that for you. Don't measure how valuable you are by the way you are treated. So if someone's teasing you and taunting you, you don't have to like devalue yourself. You can be like, listen, get that out of my face. I don't need that from you. Get that out. I love that. All right, let's pull one more. I'm going to pull one for Yessie because Yessie's been here. She's my moderator and she keeps people in line. Energy exchange. Let's pull a card for Yessie. Pull a card for Yessie. Yessie, Sanctuary. The Sanctuary card comes up for Yessie. You're welcome, of course. Sanctuary. Number 37 translates to 10. Mastery number, but also down to 1. All right, let's see what number 37 has to do for you. The Sanctuary. Every dragon needs its cave just as you need your own haven, your pantry. Hiding in your pantry. You're welcome. A holy place created just for your sanctuary. Also, aren't you working on like having a space of your own to do this stuff? If you don't have one, it's time to create it. You need your snacks. Listen, no judgment here on that. If you already have a retreat, go to it now. Go hide in your pantry, Yessie. Take the time to recuperate and replenish your emotional, mental, and physical reserves. Indulge in your treasures. Paint, rest, listen to music, soothe, read, nap, snack. Now is the time to gently fold your wings inward and let yourself be unfettered from the world's concerns. So take a break today. Protect your energy. Go to your sanctuary. Go to that safe place that helps you feel relaxed and rejuvenates you. Going back to the idea that this world is, it's just so chaotic and you're running for the chocolate. You crack me up. Yes, self-care is so important, you guys. It goes back to the idea that when you fly somewhere, they'll tell you if the plane's going down or loses cabin pressure, put on your mask first before helping anybody else. You are no good to anybody if you are depleted or passed out on the floor, right? So take the time. And I think it's a good collective message to end on, to be honest. Collectively take care of yourself before you try to take care of everybody else. You're flying out on Sunday. Ooh, where are you going, girl? You going any place good? I didn't know you were going anywhere. How dare you? Well, you're not going to lose cabin pressure, but you should take chocolate with you. Got it. Well, sending lots of healing energy to your dad and sending lots of support to you. Take care of yourself before you go out there and try to take care of everybody else. Get yourself centered, get yourself grounded. Thank you. Thank you for being here and being awesome and amazing. And if you need anything while you're out there, just let me know. Text me. Okay. Even if it's just you need some energy clearing, I got you, girl. Okay. So on that note, friends, take care of yourself. Take care of the people around you, only if they want it, only if they're open to receiving it. If they're not, keep that energy to yourself. Okay. There are people that don't always want to be healed. And in the meantime, all you can do is heal. Michigan to Florida. Ooh, good for you, Tina. That's awesome. I'm going to Michigan. I'm leaving for Michigan in the morning. As soon as I get done with this live, I got to go start packing, actually. So that all being said, check out the podcast. Make sure you check out and also go check out Camp Chesterfield socials. Please go follow on TikTok. It's a brand new account. I'm going to be in Dearborn. I'll be getting there about noon tomorrow. Hi, Alicia. Good to see you. I would take the ferry to Wisconsin. I do not have the time, girl. I'm going to be stuck in the hotel for the dance competition convention. Oh, yikes. 14-hour drive. That's awful. You need sanctuary time, girlfriend. You need sanctuary time, Moon Mystic. That's all there is to it. Go to your sanctuary. That message is for you too. Rejuvenate. Recharge your batteries. Put on your mask so you can breathe the oxygen, right? Okay. Yeah, I'm going to be there at a dance competition convention. Paint and open the mind. Absolutely. Paint those gourds. I love that. All right, everybody. Thank you so much for sharing space with me today, listening to me and tapping. We got to 108,000. This tapper thing is amazing. I pretty much supported myself the whole time. It was beautiful. I know you all did too. And we got to almost oh, listen, do me a favor really fast, just so I can see the number. I have 495 shares. Can you all get me over 500 on TikTok? Just share it 5 more times. So I can be like, yeah, F you TikTok with your 11 people in the room because the FYP is not pushing me. Woo! Now we're there. All right. Thanks, guys. You can stop. I just wanted to see 500 shares. That's so cool. I love it. So I know you guys were trying, and I so appreciate those of you who show up every week when you can. I know most of you have actually like jobs and stuff. My job's at night, which is why I'm here during the day. Thank you so much for being part of this. If you're in Central Indiana, come see me on platform next week at Camp Chesterfield. Get readings at the Psychic Fair. If you're also if you're in Central Indiana, go see my friend Sophia at the, what's the name of the place? I want to make sure I say it right. The Unitarian, All Souls Unitarian Church from 10 to 5 this Saturday. And yes, Jen, I love that I get to have Jen time. I love it. I love it. Be on platform. Or she'll be doing readings at the Psychic Fair, and check out my podcast. We got 2 of them going on. So yeah, thank you, Brian. Thank you for showing up every week. I really appreciate you. You have no idea. So thank you all for being here. And so I'm hoping to get back to having guests again. I know y'all, I've just been by myself for a while. I think I just got kind of burned out on it. Oh my gosh, Elias. Hey, friend. I was just talking about how I have not had any guests on, so I need to book you. I promise I'm going to book you. But I have not had any guests on. I've got my first guest coming back. She was a rebook. I'm going to have Peaceful Nick on next week because remember she was on, but then she had to go because her furniture people got there. So she was on for all of like 2 minutes. So check her out. We're going to be talking about telepathy tapes next week. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. We'll get you on here. Cause I know you've got some things going on that we want to share about for sure. So, yeah, make sure you guys are following Elias. I'm on his podcast as well. And I was on his live, and all those are available. Kara Goodwin's Soulful Elevation. Just to remind you, I'm on, that was actually released today. I'm a guest on that. You have lots going on, I know. And we want to make sure we share that for everybody. And then the Liminal Lounge Mediums, we'll be dropping another one of those next Thursday. So check out all the good, yummy things that we've got going on. So many good things. And, Elias is awesome because he's like, no BS, just like me. We don't mess around. We just say it like it is and be true to ourselves energetically. All right. Thank you all so much for sharing the space. And I look forward to seeing you next Thursday. Mwah. Okay. Love you. Oh, you guys got to hang out just for a hot second to listen to my outro. All right. Thank you all for joining in. I really appreciate you. And we will see you next week. Bye.
Your time in the realm of the crowned medium is cherished. Her Highness Lorenda Carr encourages you to like, subscribe, comment, and follow on all channels to stay updated on new episodes and offerings.